have always had a heart for missions, but it wasn't that we've always been called to full-time missions. I guess we've always, since the beginning of our relationship, we always knew that we wanted to go wherever and do whatever the Lord would call us to. And because we had a heart for missions, that was something that was in our minds as something that was very possible to happen. I know Noelle was definitely hoping that would happen.
I wasn't trying to convince Luke to go into missions. I think since I felt so strongly from a young age that that's where God was calling me, that when we got married, I was very point blank asked him if, I feel called to missions, do you?
Yeah. And the true answer I gave her was, like I said before, I feel called to serve the Lord in any way and any place that he would call me to go. And if he calls us to missions, then yes.
And I was like, I can work with that. I can make that work.
We are Luke and Noelle Garvey, Rockpoint reaching missionaries heading to Papua New Guinea with Wycliffe Bible translators. So kind of the core belief of Wycliffe is that no person should have to learn a new language in order to read or hear the Bible. Out of the roughly 7,000 languages that are active in the world today, there are only 300 and some that have a complete Bible translation. So that's several thousand languages in the world today that do not have access to the Bible.
We've never been to Papua New Guinea. And we honestly didn't even know where it was when they first asked us if we would be willing to go there. And
yes.
But we're just really excited. It's located in the South Pacific. It's an island off of Australia.
Just north of Australia.
And
it is home to 11% of the world's languages. So of the 7,000 languages in the world, over 800 of them are in that one small country, which is why there's a huge need for Bible translation there, because there's several hundred of those 800 languages that still do not have a word of Scripture.
So we're really excited to be going there. They have a huge need for us as communication people, but also just a huge need overall to reach all the people that they're still waiting for a Bible to begin.
The Bible has been absolutely instrumental in each of our lives as far as where our faiths are today. And if we look back and in each of the seasons of growth and basically every significant moment that we have had in drawing closer to the Lord has been through time in the Word. And as we learned about the millions of people in the world that have never had access to even a single word of the Bible, God just made it very clear to us that that's where he was calling us to go, and that's what he wanted us to do, is to serve a ministry that would seek to make the Bible accessible to all the people in the world.
God has the power to, in a snap of his finger, give everyone the Bible, but instead he chose to use us, he chose to use missionaries, he chose to use his people to bring the word to others. And I just think it's such an honor and a privilege, and it's so awesome for us to be able to be a part of God's awesome plan when he doesn't need us, but he chooses to use us.
And by January of 2019, we will move to Papua New Guinea, where we will do a 3-month Pacific orientation course, which they also call jungle training. So Noelle thinks it's going to be like Survivor, but I don't think there's $1 million waiting for us at the other end, but I'd love to be wrong.